Opening tip to the Bulls, and we're underway at United Center. To Markkanen. Porter. Knocks it down from mid-range.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Beverly. Oh, Carter with the rejection.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Now ready to shoot at the line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Paul George, a couple of free throws on the way. A career 84% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw.
Oh, yeah, 2 points.
And he makes them both. Chicago possession. Markkanen to Levine. Trying to cash in. No good. No daylight. Great defense.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Leonard to Paul George. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
The pro game has really come down to P&Rs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Dunn to Markkanen. The drive right to the basket and draws the foul.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Wendell Carter at the line. Can't connect on the first free throw. Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. LA Clippers with the basketball. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
Levine to Markkanen. Kawhi Leonard, defended by the former Hoya. The Bulls with the rebound. To Zach LaVine. Markkanen, the pass taken away by the Clippers. To Beverly. Good. Off a spin.
Nasty. You better remember his number and not let that happen again.
Bulls have it. Dunn to Markkanen. Levine to Chris Dunn. Shot no good there by Levine. The follow won't go either. Beverly into the front court. Leads 4. Paul George, 4-2. Wide open look, won't go.
And as a shooter, this is when you start to second-guess your shot. You've had 3 wide-open shots that you just can't put through the net, but still, keep hunting your shot.
Jumper's good.
Here's a tip for your defense. You can't give him that much space. You have to push up into his personal space and make him play the majority of the possessions with his back to the basket. Because if you allow him to open up, there's no stopping.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Montrezl Harrell trying to cash in on a three-point play. Numbers not in his favor, 61% for his career. Can't convert the free throw. Short jumper off the mark. Another shot won't go either. Another follow, no good. The follow won't go either.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
George lets it fly. Carter comes away with it. To Young. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. And he's going to the line to shoot.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
And hits the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip. To Beverly. Nothing going here on that drive. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free 2.
Paul George at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. First free throw is good.
Number 2.
Able to convert on both free throws. To Young. From the painted area, won't go down.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
Here comes the screen. Good look that time, but off the mark. George goes to the left side. To George. Shot from the lane won't go. To Young. Thaddeus Young missed his first. That one goes.
And I get it. I know why Indiana fans love Thaddeus Young. He's that guy that just shows up to work every day and is going to outwork you, outgrind you. They don't make players like that anymore.
The screen sets him up for two.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Young. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Has a look. Deep two there. Won't go. A bad pass, and the Bulls have it. Deep three at the buzzer. Time expires on the quarter. The Clippers have the lead. One quarter down. Long way to go. So, buckle up. It's wide open.
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
To Leonard. Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Bulls with it. Won't go. To Leonard. And look out. Big finish at the rim. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
To Markkanen. Another chance. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
The mark on his free throw. Beverly into the front court. Up by 6. George. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Throws it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Paul George to Marcus Morris. Scores from the post.
And the defender's got to take note. Otherwise, that shot's going up all game long.
Chicago with the possession. To Levine. Here comes the screen. Now a drive, but the shot won't fall. Beverly into the front court. Up 6. To Marcus Morris. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Markkanen. To Zach Levine. Has a chance. Levine shot no good. Leonard. Trying to cash in. Shot misses there by Valentine. Beverly into the front court. It's an 8-point lead. Whoa! What a finish!
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Markkanen. Kawhi Leonard pins it. That's off of Leonard, out of bounds. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Young. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
To Leonard. To Beverly. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Here's Leonard for 2. He shoots. Oh, off the mark.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
And counted at the rim.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
To Marcus Morris. Kawhi Leonard up against Porter. Beverly to Leonard. Down to 5 on the 24. Kawhi Leonard. Can't connect.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
To Young. Five to shoot for the Bulls. Lets it fly from long range. Tough shot there for Chris Dunn. No good. Leonard to Paul George. Missed it. How'd that not go down?
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Porter to Young. Short jumper misses. Leonard to Marcus Morris. Screen coming. They'll get it down low to Harrell. And the finish at the rim.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Now the Bulls will take the timeout as they'll talk things. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Dunn to Levine. To Wendell Carter. He was hacked. They let it go.
And the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. To Marcus Morris. Shot from in close, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Levine to Porter. Has a look. Can't connect. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
With a drop step. Rebound taken in by Chicago. To Chris Dunn. Porter. With a drop step. Short jumper stays out.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Quarter comes to an end. The Clippers are out in front.
Fellas, Jalen here with your halftime report. The Clippers have the advantage on the scoreboard at halftime, and they've been showing off some excellent shooting, and it's ultimately points that win games. So if they can keep this up, there's a great chance they can finish with a victory. The Bulls were in need of a bit more scoring if they wanted the halftime lead. They don't have a single player that can claim double figures in scoring. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Chicago Bulls.
Game track. Field goals.
As you can see in the highlights, this team did a terrible job of adjusting to the flow of the game. They're also lacking effort in their execution.
Player of the half.
Paul George has been incredible around the basket, doing everything necessary to dominate on the boards.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top 3 plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Leonard to Marcus Morris. Nothing going here on that drive. Can't miss those.
And when you miss so many chippies right around the rim, you look at their points in the paint production. The first half, they were great. Second half, not so much.
To Chris Dunn. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Has a chance. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Shot won't go. Oh, and a putback.
If you know anything, it comes down to who wants it more. And right now, the offense is just hungrier.
Paul George. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Add 2 points to the board.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. To Beverly.
Screen on your left. Screen on your left.
And a throwdown. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Markkanen to Porter. To Chris Dunn. Here's a chance from long range. No good. Beverly into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Hat-trick Beverly. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
I don't know if a body on him would have prevented that bucket, but it at least would have let him know that you were there.
Dunn to Markkanen. To Chris Dunn. Chicago with 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. Shot by Dunn, no good.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Here comes the screen. Leonard to Marcus Morris. Knocks it down from mid-range. It's Chicago ball. Dunn to Porter. Probing the defense. Markkanen to Chris Dunn. Shot clock winding down. Shot no good there by Levine. Otto Porter sends it away. And the finish. Jay, that was unguardable.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Hey, watch the screen left.
Markkanen to Wendell Carter. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
To George. Down low for Leonard. Oh, Carter with the rejection.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
George. Paul George. He's going to get 3 shots here. He's perfect from the line so far. First one goes down. And he hits the second.
Good shot.
Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. Now whistle. And we'll get a timeout called by Chicago as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this 3rd quarter. Done. To Young. Time to shoot for the Bulls. Joakim Noah with a piece.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
George to Beverly. To Paul George. Curling inside. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Paul George at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Nothing going here on that drive. Spinning shot won't fall. PG lets it fly, just not going down.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Knocks it down off the step back.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Nothing going here on that drive. Paul George. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Ivica Zubac trying to cash in on a three-point play. 71% for his career. Free throws good as they continue to widen their lead. To Wendell Carter. Driving right to the basket. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Whoops, that won't go. Jackson with it. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. It's George for 2, and he buries it. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Nothing going here on that drive. Deep 2 there, won't go. Williams across the timeline. His guys holding the big lead. Reggie Jackson, better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
I got him. Let's go. Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. It's been all Clippers so far. The Bulls in possession as we start the fourth quarter. They're looking up at a big margin. And that, Jay, shouldn't come as a surprise to many.
Well, for them to have a chance to win, I'm glad they brought their A game in their backpacks here to the arena, but that's not enough. They need their A-plus game, and they need to execute down the stretch. You need to throw everything in the bag at them in order to win this game.
Missed it at the line. Jackson with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. And finishes strong. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Porter, tough matchup against George. Deep right corner. Young to Porter. Shot misses there by Valentine. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. To Markkanen. Jackson. There's a pass stolen by Chicago.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Jackson with it. He'll run the offense to Williams. Screen coming. Lauri Markkanen snatching it out of the air.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Missed a wide open look. Clippers have the basketball to Williams. Surveys the floor. Not that time. To Markkanen. Can't connect from in close.
Hey, check up. Let's go. Got him. Good track. Good track.
To Williams. Yes, it drops. A little drama on that one.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Markkanen. Rims out. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
A 2-time dunk champion, I love watching Zach LaVine play. But you can't become obsessed with just attacking the rim. You have to continue to expand your game and really give Chicago that lead guard that they haven't had since D. Rose.
Williams to Marcus Morris. It's PG for 2. Doesn't get the bounce.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
To Beverly. Oh, had him going there for a second. Short jumper won't fall.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
It's LA Clippers ball to Marcus Morris. George. Down low to Williams. Bulls have it. Going the other way. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
To Marcus Morris. Paul George. Not that time. To Markkanen. Nothing going here on that drive. Levine to Markkanen. Here comes the screen. Has a look. Markkanen shot that misses.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you in the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
To George. Goes to the right side. Lou Williams. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Dunn to Zach Levine. To Chris Dunn. Porter. Fires the three. Great defense, forcing the miss.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Paul George. Here comes the screen. George buries it.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Dunn gets it in the left corner. Screen coming. Has a chance. Shot misses there by Valentine.
I got it, Ed. In the first half, I heard the way the defense communicated. Here he comes, pass, here comes switch, help. Now, in the second half, you hear active communication. They're assertive. Here he comes, switch, help off the ball screen. I'm fading, I'm shading. That kind of communication is a difference between a winning and a losing team.
Beverly. Shot from the lane won't go. Levine to Young. Paul George with the block.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
The drive right to the basket. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
The Clippers were merciless in this game. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Bulls seemed to give up on this game as it got more challenging. Losses like this become main discussion topics in the media. So hopefully this team is ready to answer the tough questions. It's not going to be fun. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the show. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.